landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome to Durham, North Carolina, Brooks Field at Wallace Wade Stadium, home of the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Blue Devils will kick this away to get us going. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Now the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. This is something rare and special, Kirk. This early in the season to have a 1 versus 2 matchup. These kind of games become part of the history of the sport. Both these teams expected to contend for a national championship.
Yeah, I can't believe we get this kind of opportunity early in the year like this. Really find out who maybe the best team in the country is. And the willingness to take this game on provides them with a huge opportunity to have a big resume builder early in the year.
First down and more. He's still running. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against a pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He'll toss it to the back. He's got the first down and still motoring. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
Great read here by the quarterback to be able to get that ball out to his pitch man and pick up first down yardage. Good job of waiting to the last moment to pitch that out, and he had the room that he needed to pick up the first.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Finds his man. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Great job in this opening possession. Now they have to deal with some serious crowd noise as they try to punch it in on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Ball handed off. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss.
And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
How about that? Receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So we got the Big Ten versus the Big 12, two conferences that have been reshaped dramatically in recent years, Kirk. Always interesting to have these two leagues collide. It's an opportunity.
Yeah, in the Big Ten and the Big 12, they don't have a ton of history together, but they do have some history in recent years. Remember, Ohio State and Oklahoma had a home-and-home. Ohio State beat Oklahoma in Norman, and then the following year, remember Baker Mayfield planting the Oklahoma flag after they upset Ohio State in 2017, and that propelled them into a playoff berth. So there's no reason why a win like that on either side couldn't do the same.
Fights through the tackle. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on...
Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Duke.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That one moves the ball to the 16. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And the game will pick up the first down, tackled at the 22.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll hand it off. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. They don't block the defensive end who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he yards after a really nice gain there.
Love to see a quarterback who looks for a matchup on third down. Sees his go-to guy who's got a favorable matchup, gets the ball to him for a first down.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot.
End zone ahead, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Point after, up and good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a quick grab. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or then check him out. Pass complete. It's second down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Looking to throw it on first down. Pressure is coming. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. This pass is on target, caught. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick completion to the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the Blue Devils will have 1st and 10 here. They keep him guessing with a run. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Loaders into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. So we're all tied up after that one, Kirk. A potential shootout on our hands here.
Yeah, the offense does their job and ties this thing up. Now the pressure switches to the other side for an answer.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. drive now, backed up at the 15. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Love this early in the game by this defense. Taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. As the first down is still going. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. First down here for this offense. And now the running back's got it again. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Fighting off the defender. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
And on the carry, he's heading left. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. And he dumps it off to the tight end.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
What a huge third down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. And through one quarter, it's been a duel of big-time receivers showing out early in this one. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. So in the second quarter of play, this game remains tied.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
He finds some space. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Finally bring him down after a couple of broken tackles, but it's still a loss on the play.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
They come up now 2nd and 16, a real challenge after losing 6 on that run. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Look out, room to run here. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Blue Devils getting set on 1st and 10. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Caught near the goal line. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught in the backfield. It's Punga. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. He'll ride the back again here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Heading left after the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Choosing to return the punt. And the returner will be brought down. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. With the catch, it's Allen. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The receiver makes the catch. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Second down after that completion. QB decides to keep it here. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Catch made by the tight end. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the Blue Devils pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And the running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Running play goes backwards, makes it 2nd down and 12 now. The pocket breaking down. Grab behind the line. It's Sharp. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. The quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here comes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back has it on a screen now. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. That's another first down as they get near the 50 now. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense.
It's a fumble. And the defense comes up with the football.
Chris, this could end up being a critical play in this game. If they don't have a chance to come back and end up winning this game, the coach could look back at this very play
and wonder if things could have turned out differently if they would have been able to hold on to the ball and gotten some points before the half.
Quarterback still with the football. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Duke. No chance to catch him there.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Gives it to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking deep to the right side. The ball is picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that grab.
Well, for defensive backs, man, they salivate for opportunities like this. Some may only get 1 or 2 a year, and he was not going to squander this chance.
Play action here on first down. He'll take a deep shot. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Receiver in motion now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Just a 4-yard gain, so it sets up 3rd and 6. The Blue Devils looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Punga. He has first down yardage at the 46. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
The ball is caught. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. And the Blue Devils have first and 10 here. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The tight end has got it. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on first down. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's picked off in the end zone. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And that running play goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. The Meadows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
But go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Screen to the receiver in the flat. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Looking to pass here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So that huge gain quickly sets up a first and goal just inside the 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Blue Devils. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll break. Loses the football. The scramble is on. Oh, they keep the football. They're able to recover that fumble and avoid a costly mistake.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Trying to find room. It's Sharp. And he'll pick up the first down. Stopped at the 27.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Runs through the defender. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver, and look at this result. Some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the ball and hits to the left side.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. It's an out route. The catch made inside the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a first and goal inside the 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. QB keeps it himself. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial 4th down try. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call and an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
They don't pick up much. They do avoid the safety, but no breathing room. They'll run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Toss play to the outside. This one ends up a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
He gets loose.
The return brings it out to the 32. And the Fresno State offense will take over 1st and 10.
The Fresno State offense is back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Man, every defensive coordinator. Will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. It's a shotgun run call. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Defense is coming after him. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the 1st down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Remember, the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. Makes a quick grab. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. And the wideout goes in motion. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Allen. That play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
He's got it with room to run. Tackled at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
How about the consistency from this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
And the Blue Devils hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Fresno State, 16.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Takes the ball and heads to the left. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Turns it loose downfield. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Wants to throw it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. He'll hand it off. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved catching passes. That's tough to stop. And as we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if this game can get a little bit more competitive. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the 4th by going to the air. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball, almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Sharp. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Interesting call here, Chris, with a screen pass in the 4th quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush, but give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. They'll tackle him after a short gain. A cautious call there on 3rd and long.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big play.
Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fresno State.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. On first down, it's play action. Caught over the middle. It's Punga. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion sets up a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Moves out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Punga. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a first down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
Back to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football in vertical shots to boot.
On first and 10, look at the throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. The Blue Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught by the receiver. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be first down.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Fresno State, 23.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
And the same runner's got it again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Catch hauled in here over the middle. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defense swarms them on that first down play. Now they come up 2nd and 15 after the loss. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
A play action looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. He tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
They fail to connect downfield again, and time is a major factor now here in the 4th quarter with the deficit being this big. Just not much working for this offense today.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Blue Devils offense heads back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Pounding away with the run game. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. And right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And that should secure the victory, and they dodged the upset trap here, Kirk. They came in, handled the pressure of this early season collision, and really set the tone for an outstanding season.
Yeah, they really have. To walk out of here tonight with a big win should give them a ton of confidence going forward. Not to mention, a win like this on a nationally televised stage, it's going to carry a lot of weight as this year progresses.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. They'll run it from the gun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Can he get there on the ground? He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The game is in hand here, but the offense looking to inflict more punishment here in the final seconds. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the